Welcome back to another episode of Most Michigan Beer Reviews. I am your host, James, and I am accompanied by Kip again today.
Hello, everyone.
This episode's going to be kind of interesting. It's not Michigan beers this time, but we want to do a throwback to a time of our youth. Our youth was full of ignorance, and it was also full of bliss.
It was a lot of...
mostly ignorance.
A lot of ignorance. It's kind of a throwback Thursday on a Saturday.
So what are we doing today? Malt liquor. Malt liquor. We used to buy 40s and tall cans of all this different kind of nasty stuff. We didn't know any better.
Back when the livers were a little bit more fresh, they could handle these things.
For your health.
For your health. Your green grocer.
Yeah, so we're, our palates are far away from that now, and we're just curious, what do they taste like? We want to relive some of them. So we got two different kinds for you today.
The original plan was we were going to have like
5.
The original 5 that we used to drink, but we didn't want to spend that kind of money on that. And then, quite frankly, I don't think our livers could handle this kind of crap. So we thought the 2 that we thought were going to be the most iconic. So
here we go. So we're going to start with today King Cobra. Nasty. Alright, what do we got here? We got a big Cobra on there. Premium malt liquor. Smooth taste. And it's 6% alcohol by volume. It's the big one.
I used to drink King Cobra. I was a fan of King Cobra. That was my flag. Because everyone had their 40 that they drank. There was Mickey's.
That was me. I was a Mickey's fan.
There was Mickey's fans. I didn't particularly like Mickey's. There was Steel Reserve,
Yep.
Old English,
Yep.
King Cobra, and Colt 45, and St. Ides.
I'm sure there's more that we got.
And there's got to be more. The Natural Life, but that's not really a malt liquor. But
Night Flight.
Milwaukee's Best Ice.
Yeah. I don't think I ever bought 40s of that. I probably bought 30 packs.
Yeah.
30-pack cans.
There was briefly...
Hide it under my bed, drink one.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
There was briefly a 40 that we fell in love with, but it was only for a summer. It was called Night Flight.
Night Flight.
What's the name of the brewing company that made that at the time?
The brewing company that originally made it is Pittsburgh Brewing Company, and they dissolved. Someone bought them up. They are now called Iron City Brewing Company out of Pittsburgh. Same company. What they do, their resume is basically lagers, light beers, and malt liquors. So there's names like Icy Light, something you'd expect from those types of beers. But they actually get good reviews. I've never had any of them. I'd like to try to find them and
perhaps we'll try one.
But yeah, we can't show you Night Flight, but it was the best damn malt liquor ever.
King Cobra.
So here we go, King Cobra. I don't plan on finishing this at all. This is going to be a dumper.
When's the last time you actually had King Cobra?
2002? I don't know. Long time.
Long time. I think I might have had one when I was in the military. I think that was 2010, maybe?
Ugh. There's a leaf in mine.
That's a good sign.
Oh my god.
Well...
I guess we can kind of talk about the color a little bit.
Yeah, there's a review here. Should be a review.
Well, it's clear. Super clear. Golden. It's gold.
What strikes me right off the bat, though, is that it looks, compared to a lot of the, the craft brews that we drink here, this is, even like a cider and everything, this is very light in color.
Oh, yeah. It looks like a nice, clean Pilsner.
I like the foam, though.
Yeah, it's nice foam. Loose bubbles. It smells very sweet to me. That's like a sweet...
It's, you know what, though? It has that classic, your dad's friend who comes over and gets drunk and smokes cigarettes smell.
On his breath?
Yeah. Usually named Jim.
Alright, so we said 6% alcohol. I'm going in. Actually, that's not quite bad. Not quite bad. It's very sweet.
I remember that taste, though.
Yeah, I do.
I remember the taste.
It tastes like sweet corn or something. I don't know.
But see, no, okay, so a regular beer is regular beer. What
What's the difference?
what's the difference between a malt liquor
in a beer?
and a regular beer?
Malt liquor is a beer, but it's made with mainly like corn. Mainly corn. So there's not a lot of grains in there. Like, I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest. I'm kind of bullshitting, but I know some of it's true. Originally, malt liquor was made for homeless people, supposedly, because they could afford it. It's economical to make it, and it fucks you up.
Well, we didn't have a whole lot of money, and it certainly worked for us.
I think this was like $1.40 or something, $1.59.
Yeah. Even the 40s were, and I for some reason I remember a time. Maybe my mind's completely gone, but I think I recall the 40s of King Cobra back in the day. Were they not
99¢?
like $1.49 or $1.79 or something like that?
Cheap.
I mean, a 40. Maybe it was $2.79. I'm not really sure, but I mean, I remember we used to get pretty toasty for
$2.
Pretty cheap.
For $2, you can get a 40 and get it back in the day and get fucked up. I don't know. What do you taste anything other than like sweetness?
No,
like
it's
that
just
classic beer flavor.
No, it's got the classic your dad's friend flavor and the smell and everything.
It is smooth though.
No, it's not. It's not bad quality.
I kind of taste like white grape juice.
A little bit.
But yeah.
Yeah, it definitely has a classic taste though. That I recall.
So yeah, King Cobra. I don't know.
I'll probably finish that after the episode.
Next.
Oh, this one's
Colt 45. Malt liquor. It doesn't have any
It doesn't really need an explanation.
alcohol percentage on it.
It's Colt 45. It doesn't matter what it is or what it does to you.
There's a date on there, April 11th, 16. I don't know if that was when it was canned. Whoa, these things make you burp. But anyway,
Colt 45. Very iconic though. Very iconic.
Yeah. We should have grabbed a Mickey's though, for a third review.
Mix.
These are probably all the same.
Now that seems
It seems a little bit more clear to me actually than the other one. Barely.
Maybe a hint darker, maybe a little bit.
No, it looks lighter.
You think it's lighter?
Yeah.
This one has a different smell though. This is a whole different. This is a different planet here, man.
This one's more sweeter, but it kind of smells like apple cider. I don't know.
Hey, it's Billy D. Williams approved. Okay, so if he says it's all right,
Billy D's getting paid off. He ain't drinking this shit.
No, hell no, man.
He ain't drinking this nasty.
Billy D. ain't drinking this shit. Yeah, that's a different
It
smell.
kind of smells like cider, but there's like a
It
little...
does smell like a cider. A little bit.
I get like a little cinnamon, which is kind of fucking weird for a malt liquor. Oh god. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, this one's more watery than the King Cobra. I think it has less flavor personally.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is definitely bland.
It's like a Band-Aid. I don't fucking know.
It's
like a...
Actually, the color does look like the color of Band-Aids, like a regular.
This is
adult
like a
Band-Aid.
white sock. A white moldy sock
It's
with some apple crisps on it.
yeah, it kind of tastes like they forgot to put something in there, but they didn't.
So I don't think there's any hops in any fucking malt liquor, to be honest.
No, I'm not getting that.
It's all malt. So yeah.
Malt liqueur,
That's why they're sweet.
if you will.
Ugh.
Yeah, I guess if you're. Here's the thing, though. We can't sit here and bash on them too much because they serve their purpose.
Of course.
It's cheap.
It's not for me.
It's not. It's not for me.
That's the
but
purpose.
If it's cheap, and you need to, you want to get your drink on, and you don't have a whole lot of money, they have something for you.
It'll fuck you up.
And it will. And you combine this, in a 40 with two zigzags, baby, that might be all you need.
Yes. Oh.
I might need a toothbrush after that.
Yeah, I don't like it.
But no, this is no, it's not good.
Tastes like ass.
Actually, I would say I think natural ice tastes better than this.
I don't remember what it tastes like, but probably so. I want to talk about natural ice or ice beers.
Mm-hmm.
What's the ice all about?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it melted ice that gets you drunk? With a little bit of malt flavor?
Well, Milwaukee's best ice, natural ice.
Yeah, there's all these weird ices. Keystone ice? I don't know.
Keystone ice. I think doesn't the ice though mean that it's like higher in alcohol content?
I don't know how.
Well, I know natural ice can't be.
When I think of the word ice, I think of an ice cube. So I think it's watered down, and if you add more water to your malt, you're not going to get more alcohol.
Yeah.
You need to add more malt.
It always reminds me of like Canadians.
I like Canadians. I like Labatt Blue.
Labatt Blue's pretty good.
Labatt Blue.
I like Molson. I'm a Molson fan.
Triple X.
Well, I mean, I originally we were going to do all 5, like we stated earlier, but we're only doing these 2 right here, and
glad we didn't.
it actually, I think this was enough.
Yeah.
I think this was enough.
A little taster.
I'm going to grab a little bit more of that Kingo. I don't know. There's something a weird, even.
It's nostalgic.
It's nostalgic, but I think even when you're drinking cheaper beers, I think I still weirdly kind of enjoy King Cobra.
That's fine. You're allowed to drink whatever you want, enjoy whatever you want. That's the beauty of beer and freedom.
It's like that trashy ex-girlfriend you can't get rid of, and you don't love her, you don't like her anymore, but if she comes around, you're still gonna get down.
You're gonna drink her up. Alright, well, that's it. I'm going to clear my palate with a real beer. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for drinking this piss with me. This swill. And until next time, cheers!